Double V Vega, Quentin Tarantino film that almost got made. But what's the catch? Well, did you know that Vic Vega from Reservoir Dogs and Vincent Vega from Pulp Fiction were actually brothers? Two brothers, both deadly and iconic. Vic and Vincent Vega are unforgettable characters from Quentin Tarantino's groundbreaking films Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. But what if these two psychopathic siblings had their own movie? A prequel that would have united them on screen, revealing their shared past and setting the stage for their violent futures. The Vega brothers could have been Tarantino's unmade masterpiece, but it never was. What happened to this tantalizing project, and could it still see the light of day? Let's find out. In this video, we'll explore Tarantino's plans for the Vega brothers movie, why it never materialized, and whether there's still hope for this long-lost prequel. But before we dive deeper, please hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on our latest videos. One small click for you, but a huge deal for us. Thanks! Released in 1992 and 1994, respectively, Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction redefined independent cinema and catapulted Tarantino to stardom. In Reservoir Dogs, Michael Madsen's portrayal of Vic Vega, aka Mr. Blonde, was chilling and unforgettable. His casual brutality, especially during the infamous ear-cutting scene, left audiences both horrified and captivated. 2 years later, John Travolta's Vincent Vega in Pulp Fiction became equally iconic. His cool demeanor, philosophical conversations, and legendary dance scene with Uma Thurman's Mia Wallace cemented his place in pop culture history. The revelation that these two characters were brothers sent fans into a frenzy. How were they related? What was their backstory? These questions fueled speculation and desire for a Vega brothers movie. Tarantino, known for his interconnected cinematic universe, had planted the seeds for something potentially groundbreaking. A prequel featuring both Vega brothers could satisfy fans' curiosity and expand the rich tapestry of his filmography. As rumors of a Vega brothers movie circulated, Tarantino began to share his vision for the project. In various interviews, he revealed that the film would have been titled Double V Vega and would have been set in Amsterdam.
Alright, well, you can walk into a movie theater in Amsterdam and buy a beer. And I don't mean just like an old paper cup, I'm talking about a glass of beer. And in Paris, you can buy beer in McDonald's.
The story would have taken place during Vincent's time in Amsterdam, where he was running a club for Marsellus Wallace. Vic could have come to visit his brother, leading to a wild weekend adventure for the siblings. Tarantino envisioned the film as a prequel set before the events of both Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. This timing was crucial, as both characters meet their demise in their respective future films. The prequel setting would allow Tarantino to explore the brothers' relationship and shed light on the events that shaped them into the characters we know. The director's excitement for the project was notable. He spoke of the chemistry between Madsen and Travolta and how their performances could bring depth to the Vega brothers' relationship. Fans could only imagine the razor-sharp dialogue, tense situations, and inevitable violence that would ensure when these two volatile personalities collided. Despite Tarantino's enthusiasm and fan anticipation, the Vega brothers movie faced significant hurdles. The most pressing issue was time. As years passed, both Michael Madsen and John Travolta aged, making it increasingly difficult to believable portrayal younger versions of their characters. Tarantino, known for his commitment to practical effects and authentic performances, was reluctant to use de-aging technology. In his words, "I just don't like the CGI stuff." This stance effectively put a ticking clock on the project's viability. Moreover, Tarantino's career took off in new directions. He explored different genres with films like Kill Bill, Inglourious Basterds, and Django Unchained. As he evolved as a filmmaker, the window of opportunity for the Vega brothers movie seemed too close. Another challenge was the script itself. While Tarantino had a premise, he admitted that he never fully developed a story beyond the basic concept. In his own words, "I never took it that far." This lack of a complete script, combined with the aging of the actors, made the project increasingly unlikely as time went on. As the original concept for the Vega brothers movie became less feasible, Tarantino, ever the creative mind, came up with an alternative idea. In a 2020 interview, Michael Madsen revealed Tarantino's ingenious workaround.
It was an Amsterdam theme for sure. And, you know, if I'd have played, I mean, I like John so much. I actually worked with him in a picture, and we talked about it a couple of times, and I think that Quentin might still have it in the back of his mind somewhere.
He'd come up with this idea that it would be the twin brothers of Vic and Vincent who met after the deaths of their siblings. Madsen revealed the story in another interview of his. This twist would allow Madsen and Travolta to reprise their roles as Vega brothers, albeit as different characters. The story follows these twin brothers as they grapple with the loss of their siblings and potentially seek revenge. While this concept solved the aging issue, it also raised new questions. How would these twin brothers differ from Vic and Vincent? Would they share the same violent tendencies? Even though the Vega brothers movie never materialized, its impact on pop culture is undeniable. The mere possibility of the film has sparked countless discussions, fan theories, and even unofficial adoptions.
People in the neighborhood knew them as the men wanted in Mississippi for murder.
I don't think you understand the kind of people that we're dealing with.
The concept of the Vega brothers movie highlights Tarantino's skills in creating a shared universe long before it became a Hollywood trend. As we approach 2024, the possibility of Vega brothers movie still tantalizes fans and film enthusiasts alike. While the original concept seems increasingly unlikely due to the aging of the original actors, several intriguing possibilities remain on the table. Another option, though, one Tarantino has been resistant to, is recasting their roles for a true prequel. If the right actors were found, ones who could capture the essence of the original performances while making the characters their own, a compelling prequel could still be made. If, by some stroke of luck or genius, the Vega brothers movie were to be made in 2024 with younger actors, the casting possibilities would be both exciting and daunting. For the role of Vic Vega, originally played by Michael Madsen, actors like Ryan Gosling or Tom Hardy could bring new dimensions to the character. Gosling's intensity and ability to portray complex characters could offer a fresh take on Vic's psychopathic tendencies. Hardy, with his charisma and experience playing violent characters, could potentially capture the menacing yet oddly charming nature of Mr. Blonde. For Vincent Vega, John Travolta's iconic character, actors such as Jake Gyllenhaal or Taylor Kitsch could step into these dancing shoes. Gyllenhaal's versatility and ability to balance charm with underlying darkness make him a strong contender for Vincent. He could potentially capture both the philosophical hitman and the dangerous criminal aspects of the character. Oscar Isaac, with his smooth demeanor and impressive acting range, could bring a new flavor to Vincent's cool yet lethal persona. While these casting ideas are purely speculative, they demonstrate the enduring appeal of the Vega brothers and the excitement that still surrounds the idea of their joint movie. The fact that we can still imagine new actors taking on these roles speaks to the iconic nature of the characters and the lasting impact of Tarantino's creation. The absence of the Vega brothers movie in Tarantino's filmography is both a loss and a gain. On one hand, fans missed out on what could have been a thrilling addition to the Tarantino universe. On the other, its non-existence allowed Tarantino to explore new territories and create other masterpieces. Films like Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood might not have come to fruition if Tarantino had persuaded the Vega brothers project. Each of these films expanded Tarantino's range as a filmmaker and contributed uniquely to cinema. Moreover, the untold story of the Vega brothers adds an element of mystique to Tarantino's work. It remains a compelling what if that continues to captivate fans and film scholars alike. The concept of the Vega brothers movie also raises some interesting ethical questions. Both Vic and Vincent are unquestionably bad guys, violent criminals with a penchant for brutality. In today's climate, where there's increased scrutiny on the glorification of violence and criminal behavior in media, how would such a film be received?
You're a piece of work, my friend. Ain't a bad idea. Let's get him the fuck out of here.
Tarantino's films have always pushed boundaries, but a movie centered entirely on two anti-heroes might face challenges in the current cultural landscape. This could be another reason why the project never materialized. Perhaps Tarantino foresaw these potential issues. On the other hand, Tarantino's nuanced portrayal of complex characters could potentially offer a deeper exploration of what makes people turn to a life of crime. Even as an unmade film, the concept of the Vega brothers movie has left its mark on cinema. It showcased the potential of interconnected film universes long before Marvel made it a mainstream concept. So what do you think? Should Tarantino revisit the concept for his final film? Would you want to see new actors take on these iconic roles? Or is it better left to our imagination? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, in the words of Vincent Vega,
that's when you know you found somebody really special. And you can just shut the fuck up for a minute, comfortably share silence.
Well, I don't think we're quite there yet, but don't feel bad. We just met each other.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This video was made by movie fans for movie fans.